Coming up next on BBC Two, it's the Brad Woto stream, but first, it's time for What is Inside the Amazon Delivery Box?
Yes, it's time for what's inside. Fuck me, why is it so bright in here? It's time for what's inside the Amazon delivery box. Oh, it's this white balance bullshit again, isn't it? Now, it's not a box. There's a hole in it. What is in there? Can you guess? Ow. Oh, fuck. Jesus. What's in there? Is it D&D 5e books? Is it merch shirt? Is it kitchen plates? Is it Big Bible? Is it guest GM Pumpkin Bert? Is it a white box? Is it bed sheets? Is it paper clips? Paper clips, which are great for dealing with, perfect shape for dealing with little fiddly whatever. What do you think's in there? Absolutely astonishing that you didn't vote for 6 when you know it's 6. You know? Alright, it's either D&D 5 ebooks or Guest GM Pumpkinberg. Let's find out together. A brown box and a white box. Now in the white box is an LED display. That's what it says on the box, which honestly makes me think that's not what's in there. Why isn't there a brand on it? Don't trust anything that looks like that. And also a pole mount monitor arm. And pole mount. Let's have a look. What's in the white box? Because I don't think there's an LED display in there. There is. There is an LED display. Set it up now. No, fucking would just be noises of me behind the computer. What the fuck is that, Brad? What are you doing with that? What the fuck, Brad? Oh, bro, what the fuck, man? What the fuck is that, man? What are you doing, man? Hey, bro, what the fuck, man? What the fuck, man? What the fuck is that, man? It's a new screen. I'm adding another screen here. Because I need more screens for D&D. More screens for D&D. More! I just wanted a little extra screen here. I think I know how I'm going to put everything. Because I have 3 screens right now. 2 of them are ultra wides. I have an ultra wide that goes vertically here. I have an ultra wide that goes here. And I have a normal screen. Normal size screen here. Which is the same width as the ultra wide because it's big, right? So I just have a big square here and then an ultra wide here. But I need just a little more. I need just a little more screen space. I don't actually know if I have the ports to plug this thing in, and I don't know if it's going to blow up the computer to do so. The graphics card might struggle, so I'll set it up. I don't know when. Some point this week. I'm so busy this week. It is absolutely astonishing how much stuff I have to get done today. Not today, this week. I'm not kidding when I tell you I have an exam on Friday, so there'll be no stream on Friday. And I really need to study for it. Because I was going to do it yesterday, but instead I played almost the entirety of Split Fiction. Because that game was very long. Surprisingly long. Very good. Well worth failing my doctorate for. But yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ. Who's the dog? That's my mum's dog. I'm looking after it at the moment. My mum broke her shoulder basically, and it just cannot look after the animal, so I have to look after it. Which I'm loving because I'm slightly allergic to it, and it is starting to accumulate, like, you know, Dark Souls blight. And my eyes are sore 24/7. Yes, love it so much. Absolutely, like always sore-eyed. Just great. Just the best feeling. The best feeling. So yeah, what's can't stream on YouTube, which has absolutely fucked my playlists. Really love that. That's the best. So if you're wondering why there's no YouTube streams. My mum is messaging me. And I'm like, I'm not sure what, you know, when I get a message from my mum, I'm like, oh, do I need to do something? But she's like, did I tell you who I saw at the hospital? I saw your cousin. Okay. I watched the entirety of Smiling Friends. Now that sounds like I watched a lot of it, but each episode is 10 minutes long. And I tell you what, that is one hell of a show to watch in one go. That is one hell of a show to watch in one go. And since we're not streaming on YouTube, we can watch more of it. My one bit that I really enjoyed was when they went to see Professor Psychotic.
I am Professor Psychotic! The reason I called you two here is because I'm missing
By the way,
what
this is Maya.
all mad scientists have.
Being friends with Maya.
With your help, together, we can finally succeed in my lifelong mission of creating life. Then I will finally take over the world.
Yo,
Yo, what's up? What's up, man?
Vanessa's over. We're trying to watch TV. You're being incredibly loud.
You just like my volume? Or,
Yeah, volume. That's
I
what
did-
loud means, doesn't it?
Yeah, I have the door closed.
We're on the
I mean,
couch on the other side of this paper-thin wall. We're trying to watch a nice romantic movie, and all we're hearing is injecting DNA into an egg.
Yeah, well, that's what I do. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you do. You waste time. You do stupid shit all the time.
You know, this is what I care about.
This
Doug.
is what you care about. Care about something better. Care about yourself, maybe. Care about me, the people who are keeping you alive.
I care about you. This is like my
You
job,
care about me.
basically.
That's so
This
good.
is-
Your job. Get an actual job. Get one that pays you.
You know, I looked at the hard economy out there
So
right there.
our economy. How about the economy of my patience? It's running thin, buddy. Paper thin like these walls.
Well, dude, you have your problems too. Like
I got my problem. Okay. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Go.
Dude.
Fuck.
The concept of him, like, it made me laugh so much, the way that he was like, they introduced this villain who's called Professor Psychotic, but he has a roommate. Just so stupid. It made me laugh a lot. There was quite a few points that made me laugh. It's such a weird show. It's a bunch of old YouTubers making a TV show for Adult Swim, but they always add like a different. They have their animation style, and then they have like a completely random thing in there as well, like just something that is animated completely differently to everything else in the whole show. And it's, I don't know, it's so weird, but it's very like, it reminds me of like 2010 YouTube animation humor so much. It's very good. I enjoy it. You can bang out the whole thing in like an hour. There's like, the episodes are only 10 minutes long. It's called Smiling Friends. Second. I'm so tired. Really needed a day off, but unfortunately my good friend Pumpkinberry made me work on my day off. What a piece of shit. Jesse, thank you for the 24-month resub. 2 years. Jay the Way also creeps in. He always creeps in before the stream. Thinks I won't say anything. Thinks I won't call him out. Thinks I won't fucking, drag his ass up on stage in front of everyone. I will. Was it the brain video? Yeah, it did. Yeah, the brain video. Like, it gave me a community strike and shuts. When you get a community strike, it shuts the fucking whole channel down for fucking 7 days. It's so annoying. So, we can't stream on YouTube, which fucks all of the playlists up. So, whoever's watching this in the future will miss this whole episode, really. Really, I should have just... Really, we should do a...
Side quest!
So that nothing is missed, but... We're not going to do that. Okay. We're not going to do that. Don't forget side quest coming up on Table Story. You like D&D? Check this out. Fuck, why does it never work? You like... You like D&D? Check this out.
In a world where one hero must fight every known god, a deranged demigod, and the entire corrupt empire itself. Sword and shield ready, and spellbook filled, our hero sets out to free this land from...
No, we're actually not doing that for this one. Sorry.
Manhattan, 2088. They put a chip in my brain. God damn it! Neurosyn Industries. They've taken everything from me. They're even trying to take me from me. I won't let them! No matter what it takes, I'll take them down. I'll take down every damn corpo in this godforsaken...
Nope. That's not what this show is either.
There is a darkness inside of me, clawing to get out. I sold my soul. At first I didn't even notice, but with every passing day, the demon takes more from me. The darkness spreading through me like a disease.
Trying not to make this show too dark, to be honest.
What is left of my world? This crumbling wasteland, filled with the undead. It's been 100 years since the calamity.
It's just normal D&D. That's all. Just normal, basic D&D. We've never really done just a normal homebrew sandbox D&D campaign. You're not fighting God, you're not teleporting to Manhattan, an all-powerful demon isn't chasing you, and it's not the end of the world. You're probably not even going to get to the main quest. It's just gonna be,
Side quest!
That's right.
Side quest!
Starts in a week. Am I ready for it? Nope. I studied for my exam? Nope. Have I done half of each of those things? Yes, which means I'm going to fail both. Correct. So much D&D, so little time. So much D&D and so little time. Speaking of D&D, should we go to hell? Go to hell. Nope. Go to hell. Speaking of D&D, should we go to hell? Go to hell. Speaking of D&D, should we go to hell? Go to again. Speaking of D&D, should we go to hell? Go to hell.
Es wird heiß.
That's right, motherfuckers. It's time to go to hell. Hell, they scream. Alright, let me boot up. I forgot to boot up the dice roller. Hold on. Hold. Please hold the line. I'll catch you up as to where we were, where we left off. Can I remember? Not really. Can I remember? Not really. Do we need a dice roller? Yep. Cool. Here we are. In hell. In hell. All right. Last time, you guys, as the main character, Lyri, were killed by a giant tortoise and sent, along with Snotflap, to one of the 9 realms of hell, where you awoke and decided to attempt to escape hell. Escaping hell and making it back to the mortal realm will allow you to return to life. But it will be no easy feat. You woke up on a bridge surrounded by hellfire and lava and such. An imp decided was sort of in charge of keeping you chained to the bridge, but you managed to sort of worm your way out of it and escape and travel to an area known as the prison of hell, where you were able to locate Snotflap. You found him. He's in the prison, but then a creature known as Titivolus is the prison warden here, and sort of said, if you want to have your friend back before you escape hell, you must complete a task for me. Convincing Titivolus to fall in love and to give you some magical armor, which I think we gotta give you stats for, right? You, wait, what did he give you? You accepted a quest from him. Oh, it's just leather armor, but you look cool. Black dragon scale leather armor was given to you. And Titivolus said he'll free your friend Snotflap under the condition that you complete a quest for him of one of his 3 quests. Then you slept with Titivolus, and then we pick up the story again, because you guys are always Up to no good. Always up to no good, players. Always up to no bloody good. The next day rolls around. After a roll in the ash with Titivolus, Lyri walks out of Titivolus's bedroom, adjusting their hair and dragon scale outfit and headband with horns on. Looking fresh, looking fly, looking a little rosy cheeked. Titivolus walks out. Well, floats out. Titivolus is a very powerful demon. Who looks like this. Remember. And yeah, he sort of floats out, levitates out from the bedroom behind you and says, I guess, what voice did he have? This one, probably? What is this one?
Now then, it is time for you to complete one of my 3 quests.
Lyri says, all right. What will they be?
1 of 3.
Now I have a plan for how I would like you to collect and choose your quests. But first, the reason we're here, money. On a Sunday, we play this game in an attempt for me to be able to pay my rent next month. We do that by spinning the wheel here. Every 10 gift subs, we spin the wheel. The wheel can land on any sort of random things in here, but we do have 3 additional things in the spin while you are temporarily in hell. Of course, at the end of this, you will either be dead, true death, or you will have returned to the mortal realm, which will clear the hell options. The 3 options are hellfire, demons, and devils. That could be anything. That could be anything. So far, you've had hellfire and demons. Hellfire just created literal hellfire and burned you a little bit. Demons summoned an imp to torment you, and we'll see what the others might be. So let's spin the wheel to start the day off. Thank you very much for the subs. I appreciate it. You are all keeping me afloat. This wheel spin brought to you by Jesse, Nyanar, Debiru, Shadow, Anonymous, Bubu, April, and The Dead Mind. 2 wheel spins. Here we go. First one. Let's see what you get at the opening of today's session. An encounter. We'll get to that. Let's... God, how am I going to do that? Let's spin the wheel again. Let's see. Maybe this will inform what it will do. An encounter with demons. Fuck it. We ball. Fuck it. Titivolus says,
A worthy Oh shit! Demons!
is he a demon? No, he's got to be a devil, right? What are you? You must be a devil. Yeah, he's an archdevil. Lyri says, what's the difference between devils and demons?
Almost nothing, except we're sort of lawful evil and they're chaotic evil.
Lyri says, okay. But what, are you not all friends?
No one's friends down here. We're under attack.
Titivolus looks around the prison and says,
Back out onto the bridge. Defend that doorway. I'll give you something if you help.
a cutscene ensues. One of those like moments where your character just starts running along and runs and skitters back out onto the bridge. The bridge. I've got a couple of maps in here. Hell Bridge, where the skeletons were. However, you've had a long rest. That much we know. What we're going to do here is create an encounter because... Oh, and by the way, if you've never seen this before, everything is entirely procedurally generated. I'm DMing like that scene in Wallace and Gromit where he's putting the train tracks in front of the train as it's going. Was there a rest? I think that there was. There was at least time for a sort of a little cigarette. And now that you've rolled an encounter, I think it's only fair that I give you a bit of a rest. Everything is pretty much entirely procedurally generated, so you have to bear with me. Normally, when you're watching one of my very well-produced shows, everything will just appear like magic. Oh, wow, I can't believe that this is ready for the players. Wow, this is such an incredible experience. It's smooth. It's seamless. Here, it will be very much like my show.
Side quest.
In that I have nothing planned until the episode. Side quest will probably have a bit more planning going into it, but episode 1 doesn't, and I'm petrified of it. So here we go. Give me some initiative, guys. You can roll a dice by typing !roll d20 in the chat room. Your initiative is a +3, and we are going to fucking generate an encounter here for you with some demons. So let's have a look at what is fair for a single level 3 party member to fight. One character of 1st level, of 3rd level. And we're going to give you a long rest as well. So on the long rest, you get full health, 28 HP. And you get all your stuff back, which you already seem to have. Currently equipped on your character, you have a hot bar just to make things a little smoother. To make things a little more streamlined. You can only pick from 4 items equipped at any one time that are sort of magical and stuff. The potion that you have equipped is the Elixir of Unholy Speech, which allows you to speak Abyssal and something else. Infernal for an hour. You have the Frostheart Orb, which gives you immunity to fire and a vulnerability to cold. The second item you have is the Cloak of the Hunter, which gives you expertise on stealth and perception. And your scroll slot is Spare the Dying. Alright, what did you roll for your initiative? You should be at full health. Let me refresh this. I also would very much like to switch this over to Foundry. I just don't know when to do it. I want to switch us over to Foundry for this at some point. I've sort of been putting it off because if we had gone and played this in Foundry, you would have seen that my next show is called Side Quest for sure, because it would have come up when I logged in or whatever. You know, I would have definitely accidentally sort of doxed it. So, demons. What do we have for demons? I wonder if I can list. You know what? Let's see if we can list by challenge rating. I think I can. Sometimes it takes a while to load though. You rolled a 6, so that makes that a 9. You better hope it's not a demon of cold damage, but it might be. Ooh boy. It might be. Oh. Monsters by challenge rating. This is what we want. All monsters by challenge rating. This is very useful. And it's crashed. And it's crashed. It's loading, I think. Wouldn't it be great if you died on the one episode that wasn't on YouTube? Oh, it's struggling. It's struggling. Jesus. Why are you struggling so much? Is it loaded every monster in the history of D&D? A demon turtle would be good. Oh, this is so annoying. Can I just Google it? D&D 5e demons by challenge rating. How do you do this? Monsters by challenge rating. Is there a website for this? Does anyone else use a different website? I don't have a... Can't be that many of them, you know? One, two, three. There's only three? No, that's not true. There's so many more than that, right? Maybe there's not. Maybe there's only three of them. Wait, how many? What can you handle here? Alright. Let's roll a D2. Wow, this is fully crashed at this point. Good God. Never click that. We've learned a good lesson today. Never click monsters by challenge rating. It's annoying because it only lists it as fiends, which I understand, but I need specifically the demons. So what do we have here? Alright. This is going to be on number 1. This is going to be on number 2. What are you? You are a demon. And what are you? You a demon? Yes, you are. Okay. Chat, would you like it to be a fight with 1, 2, or 3? Demon 1, Demon 2, or Demon 3? CR rating EU. Oof. Oof. 2. Are you sure? So be it. I would say probably this is going to be the hardest one. Number 1 was mains. I don't actually know what that is, but they looked pretty easy to kill. Number 3 was a fight with abyssal chickens. Number 2 means you come up against something known as a dretch. I think this is the hardest one because I know what these things can do. 2 dretches.
Bro, what in the fuck is a dretch?
Let's put one of them 30 feet away from you and one 35 feet away from you. Leary rushes out onto the bridge. Winged creatures fly overhead. There are strange tailed lizard-like flesh beings with 6 arms and legs rushing up the side of the building like fleshy salamanders. Huge, nothing but mouths and tongues as they slip into the holes and cracks. These sort of winged beasts fly overhead and rush inside. You hear the sounds of battle take place inside as Titivolus begins to fight with hundreds of these demons. Rushing across the bridge, however, are two creatures known as Dretches. Now, a Dretch kind of looks like a pig, much to PB's joy. Much to everyone's joy. Dretches come running across the two Dretches come running across the bridge. 2 arms, 2 legs, sort of vaguely humanoid looking thing, possessing no compassion, empathy, or mercy. They exist only to destroy. This creature, looking like a strange humanoid pig, teeth and claws gnashing as they rush across this bridge towards you. And as they get closer and closer and closer, a stench begins to permeate and fill the air. Soon it begins to overtake a horribly overpowering and horrendous smell from the Dretches as they get closer to you. Our character, Lyri. Let me roll them some initiative and we will get into this. An encounter paid for by Deadmind, Anonymous, Bubu, April, etc. You asked for this by paying for it with money, but don't let that dissuade you. There are more good things on there than bad. The first 2 creatures to go will be the Dretches. Roll higher next time. Dretch number 1 rushes in. I think the first thing that needs to happen here is that as the Dretch gets closer and closer and closer, a terrible stench, as a fetid cloud, launches out from the Dretch. Maybe we can make that a bit brighter, that. The cloud. A 10-foot radius of disgusting green gas emanates out and extends from the Dretch. The gas, again, permeating every orifice, immediately causing Lyri's eyes to water. Horrendous. That is the end of its turn. This one will rush in here, and it is going to attempt to attack Lyri, attempting to bite at Lyri. An 8 would be a miss. Lyri, overtaken by the smell of the Dretch on the left, brings up a shield as the second Dretch rushes around on all fours to one side. An enormous mouth opening up, this horrible, disgusting smell. Gingivitis hitting Lyri square in the face. But as it comes down to clamp its teeth around Lyri's shoulder, Lyri's able to bring up that adamantite shield and defend from the attack. However, it's not over. This thing has a claw attack. Scratching at the shield. The 2 Dretches, now one on either side of Lyri, attempting to bite and eat Lyri. Now, we're going to say that Lyri's turn hasn't begun yet because we're going to spin the wheel. Thanks to Anonymous and Ravioli. Thank you very much for the subs. Let's see if this helps you. You need it. Something good happens. Nice. Okay, so this should be... I thought I changed it to Minor Wish. change it real quick. So minor wish granted. So this is just something minor. Like, can't be like, we win the battle and we've got 700,000 gold now. Just a minor wish, something not overly impactful, but something that would benefit you in this moment. What would you like it to be? I will take the options. You can throw anything out at me if you would like. However, if it's sort of too powerful or, you know, whatever, then I'll probably just veto it. Okay, our imp pal from before joins us in the fight. They actually smell like flowers and nice instead of stenchy. That's a good one. We lost our arm during the Dragon Turtle combat. We have it in hell? Absolutely, you have it in hell. Yeah. Returning, you may have to your body may be different. One of them gets charmed by our beauty. What about that devil guy helping? What about that devil guy helping? That's how I imagine you said that. One of them trips and falls off the bridge through a crack. That's pretty strong. A wayward mortar strike damages the dretches from behind. I'm going to remind you all that the very strong ones, this is a bit of a monkey's paw wish. So we're going to see, we'll see how that works out. Diabolos is buffed. We are in hell. I'll allow it. Titivolus gives us a weapon. Oh, the ham and cheese sandwich. One day. One day. Alright, we'll go with those. Let's see. Minor wish granted. So you can vote on these by typing the number next to the one that you want to win. Or claim in the chat room. Which one would you like? Go for it. Again, I will allow them all. Some of them may come with a little bit of a monkey's paw. The stronger it is, the more powerful the monkey's paw, really. They will all come potentially with a monkey's paw, you know. Except for ham and cheese sandwich, which will just be a ham and cheese sandwich. Or will it? It will be the most powerful fucking item you've ever received, because you're going to put ham and cheese sandwich on this for the next 3 years. And one day it'll actually go through, and I will have to make it the most potent, powerful magic item on the planet. I love how that immediately caused Gavin to be like, wait a minute, it's the most powerful thing. He just said so. I will vote for it. I will be voting for it instantly. Who's Diabolos? Well, well, well. Time to find out. But only if it takes 3 years. See, Deciduous was actually listening. Get a gold star, Deciduous. I put that on your cheek. What do you want? What minor wish would you like to be granted? Courtesy of Ravioli and Anonymous. Thank you for the gift subs. I appreciate it. It is genuinely, and I am not kidding, the only thing paying for my rent at the moment is these streams. Straight up. Alright. Diabolos is buffed. We're in hell. I will allow this. Yeah, I think I'll allow this. Temporarily while we're in hell. Diabolos, let's have a quick look at the Diabolos stats. When you summon Diabolos, I mean, he is... What is he? That's a devil. What do you reckon? Is Diabolos... Diabolos means devil, right? Doesn't it? In Spanish? So, he's a devil. So, that's good for you. Devils are... You're minorly allied with a devil right now. So as an action, the wielder of the summoning artifact can summon Diabolos. When somebody appears in a flash of dark energy, hovering ominously over the battlefield for a brief moment before unleashing his signature ability, Dark Messenger, Diabolos acts immediately upon being summoned, then vanishes back to his own realm, which is this realm, but somewhere. Well, maybe he's not from this one. This is clearly, you know, some version of Avernus. Maybe it is Avernus, but it's hell. It's fire hell. And there are 9 hells in this. So... He could be from a different one. I can't remember what all of the hells are because I never get to do hell stuff. I say I never get to do it. I never write in hell stuff. Maybe I will during...
Side quest.
All creatures within a 60-foot radius of the point Diabolos is summoned must succeed on a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, each creature's hit points are reduced by 25% rounded down. On a successful save, a creature's current hit points are reduced by 10% instead. So what do we want to say? Okay, you get to choose. Diabolos. Diabolos boost. 10%. 15%. 20%. 25%. 30%. 35%. 40%. 45%. Or a 50% boost. Which one would you like? Which one would you like? You want a 50% boost? Which one would you like to have? Here in hell. It's a tar. You would like a 50% boost? All right. That means you have to roll higher than a 10%. I'm going to roll that for you here. I'm going to roll the D100. 1D100. If this is between 1 and 10, you get the 50%. You see how that works now? Here we go. 52, you get a 10% boost to Diabolos. Temporarily. While in hell, Diabolos gains a 10% boost to power. Congratulations. Greed. Greed has weakened you once again. Okay, so he will do 35%. On a failed save, each creature's current hit points are reduced by 35% when you summon Diabolos. Now, it is the beginning of Lyri's turn. I love how, oh, by the way, everyone in the chat was like, don't do it. Don't do it. No. No. The ending of Interstellar. No. No. And yet, all the other people in here were like, I would like it to be 50%, please. No. No. The people who are in here every day, the people who support me the most, the people who enjoy this and have showed up for every episode of it, being punished once again by the little shits who don't listen to a word I say. And now you know, trusted viewer, how it feels to be me. It's how it feels to be in here every day, trapped in this fucking place with you. Okay, the beginning of Lyri's turn. Lyri needs to make me a Constitution saving throw. Away you go, please. Constitution saving throw. That's Diabolos. We need Lyri's character sheet. Lyri's character sheet, please. You have a +4 to your con saves. You have a +4 to this roll. We'll take the second roll so that we can flush out all the old ones. A 7. Ooh, I think you just make it. Yes, 11 is the number to beat. You just barely make it with a 7. I'm going to need you guys to roll a little higher than that in the future, please. Or you're going to be in a lot of trouble. lest ye become poisoned. You are not poisoned. The stench is overwhelming. These two things are awful. They smell like poo and wee and bits of sick. But it is the beginning of your turn now. What would you like to do? Let's give you some options. Sweet chatters of the chat room. Now, they are in melee range. I gave you the option. You have a shield out, so I'm going to say that you have a sword and shield out. You're getting lucky that I give you whatever it makes sense at the beginning, because I'm being nice. What does Lyri do? You have an action. You've had a long rest. You can disengage and run away. You can move without disengaging. You can use the dodge action, which will give them disadvantage to hit you. You can use a potion of unholy speech. You can summon Diablos. Obviously, you can hit them with a rapier as well. You have a sword and shield out right now. There are also the option to take any creative options from the chat room. If you want to do something else, those are sort of the mechanical options that you can do right now. But if you come up with something creative, we can do it. What is it? What do you want to do, chat? Any creative options? What's the plan? I'm known for having garbage rolls in TTRPGs, alright. Well, Elandria rolled the 7, you'll be pleased to know. It will come up and say, at Bradwoto, the winning roll is blah blah blah. So you've got to look out for that. It's much easier for me to see because it highlights my name. Give the piglets gold to leave you alone. Hoping that we're in the Minecraft nether. Art on them. That's an option as well. Tell them they smell bad to make them cry. Act like a pig to convince them we are like them. Okay, those are your options. Let's go. I think, Kakan, you managed to get me to roll to attack there. I don't know why you were rolling a dice at all, but I think you tricked the bot for an extra little vote. Well done, you. On you, a special little boy. Good God, I have so much work to do this week. I'm absolutely beginning to panic about it. And, it's a great feeling I have inside. Something has changed within me. Something is not the same. I'm absolutely overwhelmed with things to do today. No more sitting comfy. No more playing Marvel Snap. I just want to watch Deathless. And you've decided to attack. You've decided to attack. Which one would you like to attack? Dretch on the left is the red Dretch. Dretch on the right is the green Dretch. Red or green, first one to type it in the chat room, wins. The red one is the one that has created a fetid cloud. The green one has not yet. Red, says Max. The attack will begin. Okay, away you go. Exclamation point, roll d20 in the chat room to attack. You have a +5 to attack with this weapon. The Dretch has an AC of 11. 11 to beat. 11. Keep rolling. We'll take the second roll. You'll be pleased to know Insta-Rage would have missed that for you, but we take the second roll. You sort of always have a little bit of an advantage. No, not really. You just always take the second roll. It's the same, isn't it? It's the same level of chance. A 16 from Omega. Lucky you. That will be a hit. Do I need to target in this? Nope, been playing on Foundry too much. Rapier. So ignore that 15. You actually get a dirty 20. And the damage will be 11 piercing damage. Damn, this is good. This thing appears on one side of Lyri. Lyri pulling out the rapier, a shield going up on one side as the Dretch on the right comes in, and Lyri, sort of experienced at this point in dealing with many enemies at once, whips out this rapier, and with a flick of the wrist, there is a little L that's carved into the chest of the Dretch, very Zorro style. The Dretch kind of looks down. It was a feint. The little slices from this thing doing very little to the Dretch's thick, horrible, pig-like hide. When the Dretch kind of looks down, Lyri brings the rapier up in one of those little, like that. And as the Dretch looks down, a flick of the wrist upwards, and this goes through the Dretch's eye. The pig creature squeals as this pierces its eye. Hoping that it would pierce its brain, Lyri doesn't realize that the Dretch's brain is incredibly small, no larger than the size of a single cashew. It does a horrendous amount of damage to the creature as it stumbles backwards, but it is, certainly not enough to kill it. Pulling the rapier free, would you like to action surge? You have an action surge, which will allow you to have another action. Yes or no in the chat room. If it looks kind of like everyone's blended, we'll do a proper vote for it. You have one action surge per, what is it, short rest? Yeah, you gotta have a short rest if you want to reclaim that. No, yes, 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 no, yes, yes, no. Yes, says Feemore. You have Vex on a rapier. What does that do again? Vex. You hit rapier and deal damage to it. You have advantage on your next attack roll against that creature before the end of your next turn. Alright. What do you want to do? Any other creative options to add in here? We can keep the same options. You're burning through that action surge. The action surge consumed. You have another action. You want to do anything creative, or you want to just hit it again? You have advantage to hit this thing. Alright, away you go. If you attack the same Dretch, you will have advantage. Luckily you have Lolly in the chat, aka Maya, with the endless, absolutely relentless actuallying. An incredibly unfathomable strength power in D&D. Keeping the game fun. Aware of it as well. There's nothing worse than when they're aware of it. Alright, yeah, you're going to hit it again. Okay, roll me a d20. You have +4 to the attack. +5 to the attack. +5 to the attack. Roll. 11 to beat for the AC. Take the second roll again. $16 again, another one. 21 to hit. Success. Let's do some damage again. 8 piercing damage, enough to kill this thing. I think with a flick of the wrist, it goes through the eyeball. The creature stumbles backwards, giving Lyri enough time to sort of analyze a weak spot. running this rapier through the creature's neck. It falls to the ground. The cloud remains. The cloud actually remains. Would you like to move out of the cloud? Yes or no? The answer is always going to be yes. North. Which way? North, east, south, west. Reminder of where you're currently stood. You can go north, east, south, or west. Which direction would you like to go? East. Alright, so your plan is to go presumably here, out of the cloud. Makes sense. I will allow it. That would be the end of your turn. You have a bonus action, but you don't need to do anything on it. This one is dead, bringing us to this Dretch's turn. This Dretch is going to attempt once again to bite and claw at you. A 21 and a 19 to hit. Your AC is currently 18. 2 hits. 1, 2, 5 plus 4. 5 piercing damage and 4 slashing damage to you there. Sort of just trying to get away from this gas, moving backwards, distracted by killing the first Dretch, gives the opportunity for the second Dretch to dip down, move, and I guess as it sort of follow Lyri around, snapping and biting. Lyri sort of turning to one side, attempting to block it off. It bites a chunk into the arm, screaming and jumping backwards. The thing swipes wildly, catching a thigh. Lyri with a couple of wounds open now, blood beginning to run down an arm and a leg. It is now Lyri's turn again. Your turn again. What would you like to do? God, I wish I had I could load a preset into this. What does Lyri do? Melee attack. Well, I guess I can just... do you attack? Yes or no? Melee attack? Or are you going to do something creative and crazy? Because I'm assuming... Yeah, alright. So just roll a d20 then. And then we'll add the attack roll. So it's a +5 to your attack roll here. Not that one, you'll be pleased to know. We'll take the second roll. Unless you roll another one. You have a +5 to the attack. Oof. A 9. Well, a 4. This is a miss. A swipe under one leg. A miss. Would you like to use your second wind? Second wind is a bonus action that will allow you to roll a d10 +3 to regain that much health immediately. Yes or no? You're on 19 out of 28 HP. Would you like to use your second wind? Yes or no in the chat? Type it up. No, yes. No, no, no. Yes, no, no. That sounds like a no to me. The Dretch's turn. 2 more attacks from the Dretch. A 19 is going to hit, a 17 is going to miss. The bite finds purchase barely, dealing only 2 piercing damage. I'm assuming... Yeah, okay. The Dretch snapping at Lyri as Lyri sort of dances loose of the creature as it begins its second onslaught here. Bringing us back to Lyri's turn. Attack? Yes or no? A little prompt comes up on the screen, you know. Attack? Question mark? Yes, no. Yes, 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 yes. Roll me a d20. Exclamation point. Roll d20. In the chat room, take the second roll again. That's the second roll. A 12. So that's a 17. That's a hit. See how much damage you do. 6 piercing damage, and the creature is vexed. The creature sort of bites at Lyri. Lyri runs a blade down its flank. It is... Once again, you have the option to second wind, yes or no, in the chat room. 5 gift subs from Debiru, my son. Thank you, Debiru. What is that? 3 more gift subs and we will spin the wheel here. The Dretch's turn. You've decided not to use your second wind. The Dretch will attack again. A bite, a natural 1. And a 10 on the claws. Roll me a d20, chat. We'll just take the first number. We have some critical fumbles that I can use. Fumble. Fumble table. The fumble table. 3. The Dretch stumbles and falls prone. Rolling over. The creature is now currently prone, which will allow you to have advantage on the attack roll. Does this make this a crit if you hit now? What's the rule on prone creatures at melee range? Is it prone or just advantage in the 2024 rules? Might be. It's unconscious probably, isn't it? All right. Attack? Yes or no? Yes. We would like to attack. Alright, roll me a d20. Plus 5 to the attack roll. You have advantage. We'll take the higher of the first 2 rolls that pop out. A natural 20. It's already done. You can roll if you want, but it's already done. This will be a critical hit. I guess I can just keep rolling until I get crit. Which is... There we go. Oof. Quite a low roll from me there. A 1 on the d8. So you deal 7 damage to this creature. Rolled a 20 and a 1. On the ground, Lyri just punctures it with varying holes from the rapier. It is on 5 HP. Would you like to use your second wind? Yes or no in the chat room? Yes or no? 3 more subs and we'll spin that wheel. Maybe it will help you. Maybe it will hinder you. Maybe it will just provide a merchant, which I haven't thought about what that will do. I'll have to ask PB for legal permission to use Crystal Spork. Crystal Spork shows up and does whatever the voice is that PB does for Crystal Spork. No, they say. Alright, the Dretch's turn. The Dretch stands up, injured, bleeding, riddled with holes. It is going to attempt to bite you. It is going to attempt to claw at you. Claws, 21. The 21 will hit, dealing 5 slashing damage. The two of them just going back and forth, the creature falling over, riddled with holes from Lyri. It jumps back up, attempts to bite. Lyri deflects it, parries it with a shield before this creature brings an arm up. Another couple of lacerations from Lyri, from the Dretch across Lyri's flank. The two of them bleeding. Lyri backing up, backing away from this thing as they whittle away at each other. It's Lyri's turn. Would you like to attack this creature? You still have advantage. Yes or no in the chat room? Straight up attack? Yes, they scream. Yes! Alright, roll me a d20. Exclamation point, roll d20 in the chat room. And we will take the higher of the next two numbers rolled. Can you get another nat 20? Can I roll better than a natural 1 for you on your damage rolls? A 5. Can you do better than a 5 from Shadow the Ret God? The shame, the failure himself, producer of the show at this point. No, you can't, because Penny rolled a 1. A 5 is a miss. A whiff. This creature is becoming feral and mad. A horrible, disgusting stench from the creature. It is... Would you like to use your second wind? You're on 12 HP out of 28. Second wind will allow you to heal for 1d10 plus 3. The shame, Shadow. The shame. You may never show your face here again. His favorite few hours of the week. Shadow. He sits there completely naked, kicking his legs, fist pumping the air during the entire thing, only to bring the entire chat down in shame with a 5. Yeah, he's literally the fucking bongo cat. Alright, what was the yes for? What are you doing? Oh, second wind, so it's a d10 plus 3. 11 heals. Lyri does the thing from the Matrix where Neo goes. And the second wind takes effect, stealing their resolve, granting them strength. That is the end of your turn. Here comes the Dretch again. Another bite. A 13 is a miss, and some claws on a 7 is a miss. It is your turn again. I assume you're attacking. Roll with advantage? No, you missed last turn, so you don't have advantage this time. We'll take the second roll, whatever it is. But it's not the higher of 2 rolls. So not that 7 from Durkee. The next one, you've got to beat an 11. You have a plus 5 to hit. We add 5 to whatever this is. 13, making that an 18. You hit. It is time. How much damage can you do? Higher than a 5, you'll kill it. 5 dead on, baby. The creature... Lyri kind of dodging a swipe from the creature's claws as Lyri jumps up over the claws, a little hop over those claws to avoid it, bringing that rapier up in the air and straight down through the creature's cashew brain. The sounds of battle die down. You claim your XP. 100 XP for that. Bringing you up to 2610. So close to that level up. 2,700 you level up. You're at 2,610. The little XP thing counting up, you know. You defeat the Dretches. Wounded, but not so badly. A little out of breath, perhaps, having used the the second wind and the action surge here, right at the fucking top of the day. Top of the morning. Lyri is successful, taking a moment to catch their breath. The fetid stench of the dretches remaining as Lyri kind of gets away from the bridge and maybe brings themselves back inside, prepared to see whatever the other creatures that were moving inside. The Dretch is defeated. Durkee, thank you for the 3 gift subs. Let's spin that wheel. Maybe it'd be a boss battle. If it's a boss battle, I swear to God, I'm going to piss myself laughing. What do we get? A wheel spin. Fuck. Wow. Well, now I need a hellish boss battle music. Should we get some different music for it? Because we're going to be here. You used your stuff, man. Wow, you used your stuff. You used it all up. Right, what do we got? What does this sound like? Sounds pretty good. That is, I think, what we currently have. This one will do. This one will do. Won't it, chat? That's how quickly I can find music for this. I know what you're thinking. This guy's amazing. What the fuck? This guy's fucking amazing at everything he does. This is crazy. How did he do that so quickly? He's like the greatest fucking person we've ever seen in our entire lives. We can't believe how good he is at everything. We can't believe it. We can't believe he managed to get that fucking music that quickly. He's the bestest ever. That is unbelievable. They scream. Don't they? Scream it. He's unbelievable. He's the best. Wow, this is unreal. This is incredible. Alright, here we go. Boss battle music. Lyri, walking back inside. Here's her voice cry out. So it has to be a demon, doesn't it? Hang on. Where's my demon list again? God, I wish that fucking thing. Here's a voice behind them.
Where do you think you are going, little one? You may have defeated my Dretches, but the real battle lies ahead of you. Foolish mortal. What is this I smell? Celestial bloodline.
It's a giant dretch. A giant dretch. Giant dretch. And it has 13 AC. $36 HP. And it makes 3 attacks, 1 with its bite and 2 with its claws. The giant dretch has arrived. Roll initiative, exclamation point, roll d20 in the chat room. Father Dretch is home.
Yes. Finally, the prison will be mine. Titivolus has hired such small and unworthy foes. For Giant Dretch. I am the Overlord King. My name is Daniel the Dretch.
Daniel the Dretch. Overlord Daniel the Dretch. Leary turns around, does that thing where, you know, like a little injured, wipes some blood off of their lip. I can do this all day. Holds up the sword and shield. What'd you get? Danny D to his mates.
They call me Danny D. Overlord of Dretchdom. King of fetid pigs. The Stenchmeister. And soon, this prison will be mine. Soon, I will stage an entire coup. Not a coup, but I will kill every devil here and overtake this portion of the land. It will be mine, oh yes. It will be mine.
What do you have, 36 HP? Alright, what did you get for Ace for your initiative? My babies. What'd you get? He's going on an 18. You got a 13, which makes it a 16. Not enough to go first. However, Bew says, I provide money. Can it help you? This is a wheel spin, right? I'm not dumb. Bew and Shadow trying to save the day. Wild Magic Surge. I'm going to do a traditional Wild Magic Surge. Wild Magic table, please. A traditional Wild Magic Surge. A D100. A 60. What is a 60? Who knows Wild Magic off the top of their head? Probably literally half of you in the chat room, because you are all insane people that know this kind of thing. I think it gives you advantage by the looks of it. Oh, 60. You cast Inflict Wounds as a level 1 spell on the nearest creature. Fuck yeah, dude. Let's go. Titivolus from the other room. You see Titivolus battling. What does Titivolus have as a weapon? He's got something in his hands, hasn't he? Titivolus. Oh, he's got a sword. Titivolus, there are flying bat-like flesh creatures. Some of them with a single eyeball, some of them just a set of lips. Rushing at Titivolus, he slices one, flying out of the direction of another one. A creature that is scurrying up the wall that is sort of just a fleshy tongue jumps off of the wall at him. He grabs it by the throat, grabs it by the tail and pulls it in half. He, with a flick of his wrist, glances towards the doorway and a sort of a dark spell is cast as Inflict Wounds will be cast upon the Dretch. Inflict Wounds does, at level 1, 3d10 necrotic damage to open up the fight. 18 damage. The giant Dretch walking forward says,
Very well, small one. Face me.
The spell comes in, striking. It's just sort of like ink, basically, like a magical ink that strikes the Dretch. From within the walls, Titivolus says,
Not today, you son of a Dretch.
beginning round 1. The Dretch will rush forward.
Titivolus, you bastard. This prison will be mine.
It is going to attempt to attack Lyri. 3 attacks coming in from Giant Dretch. 1 bite. 2 claws. Ooh, 1 hit. 1 miss. 1 critical miss. Let's do the hit first. Lyri brings up the shield. It crushes. I think this is more like he just brings a fist down, kind of tries to crush Lyri under the weight of it. Lyri brings 2 hands up, the shield above head, sending a shiver of devastating pain down Lyri's body. It is only 3 damage. And then roll me a d20, chat. You get a fumble here. Well, he fumbles. I'll take the first roll, whatever it is. Bubu and Shadow fucking helping you out so much there. Another embarrassing tumble for the fucking Giant Dretch. The Dretch hits the top of Lyri's shield. Stepping back, one of his feet treads on the corpse of another dead Dretch, a smaller one, like a banana peel. He falls to the ground. He is prone, laying on his back, legs kicking up like a giant piglet.
Not like this.
This will allow you to have advantage on your next attack roll. Jesse, thank you for the 5 gift subs. 5 more and we'll spin that wheel again. That is the end of his turn. It is Lyri's turn. What does Lyri do? I guess I'll ask, are you going to attack with the rapier? You have advantage on the attack roll. Yes or no in the chat room. I have severe and devastating dementia. Why is this floor so slippery? There's just dead stuff on it all across. Alright, yes, they scream. Okay, give me that attack roll, chat. Give me that attack roll. We'll take the second roll. Take the second roll. A 12. Oh yeah, you have advantage. Sorry, you have. Which was the higher? A 17. A 17 it is. I think either way you hit. Let's do some damage. 11. Fuck me. Lyri says, "I've had enough of this." Bringing up the rapier and stabbing it straight into this creature's eye. Legs kicking out wildly. Lyri pulls the blade free. I know you've got a brain in there somewhere, but it's very, very small. I'll have to try again. Bringing up the rapier for another strike. It's on 7 HP. I don't think there's anything else you can do. Is there? No. It is the Giant Dretch's turn. Injured. It stands up.
Very well. You shall now see my full power. The power of stench.
It begins gathering power. The Dretch is gathering power for its next attack. It is now your turn. What would you like to do? Would you like to attack with your rapier? Yes or no in the chat room? Yes. All right. Give me that attack roll. Exclamation point. Roll d20 in the chat room. You have not got advantage on this. Yes, you do. Because you hit it with the rapier, so you have advantage. So that's a natural 20. You've already done it. Well done. A natural 20 again. 5 plus 4, 9 damage. You've killed it. The creature stands up and begins to summon up power. Lyri kind of looks up and realizes what's happening, taking a moment, looking at a kind of a low wall near to where the stretch is off the side of the bridge. Lyri leaps, jumps off of the bridge onto the creature's giant stomach, and then leaps upwards, rising up above this creature, sighting up the other eye, looking down. Notices, in fact, that the hole in the eyeball that is missing, you can see straight through to a very small brain, no larger than a small new potato. Lyri kind of winks at the camera, smiles, and then brings the rapier down. The Dretch is defeated. It falls to the ground. Lyri slides off of the top of it, landing on one side, gathering their balance. The stench of the 3 Dretches, overwhelming. Lyri turns back towards the castle, the sounds of battle dying down from within. Lyri kind of skirting around the side of the giant Dretch feels a particular sense of power as you gain 100 XP, bringing you up and over and into level 4. I have a question for you at this point. Well, first, do we have a wheel spin? No. Nyanar, Omega, and Penny, thank you so much for that set of gift subs there. There we go. Debiru says, yes, bitch. Hey, motherfucker. Spin that fucking thing right now, bitch. Do as I goddamn so. Spinning the wheel. A wild magic surge. Fuck it. We ball. Let's do a 10,000 roll. I think in combat it's better to do the other one. Out of combat, the D10,000 makes sense. 1,684. That's low. The D10,000 table is crazy because like anything over 5,000, they're just fucking like I don't even know how they came up with 10,000 of them, especially prior to like AI, you know. Durkee, thank you for the 2 subs. Durkee has OCD and cannot stand odd numbers. Yes, by the way, 5 is an even number. Tell me I'm wrong. You can't. 5 is an even number. We know it. We all know it. Let's see. Where is it?
Where is my wild magic table?
10,000. What was it? 1,684. 684. Caster suffers financial ruin. Oh no. Well, I guess Lyri has no gold. On the surface, a very close shot of Lyri's gold pouch as the pouch turns red and begins flashing. You lose all of your gold. Thank you so much, Debiru, Penny, Nyanar, Omega, maybe Jesse. 0 gold. The sonic rings, you know? Sonic rings sound effect. Is it damage or ring? Nope. Sonic lose rings. That's what we needed. That's what happens here. The next spin will 100% be the merchant. For sure. Alright, combat complete. Lyri steps back inside the prison. There are creatures, bits of creatures, wings that have been torn from these things, bifurcated, horrible, flesh-like demons. Some of them sort of eyeball bats, some of them just a set of lips bats. There are these creatures that resemble sort of a fleshy tongue with multiple limbs and long tails, and horrible, twisted, spiked teeth coming out of a horrendous looking mouth on the front of it. Bits of these creatures lie around the room. Above you, Titivolus, huge wings opening up, this humanoid form with these goat-like legs, a sword in hand, as in one hand a sword, in the other the last of these little creatures, a bat-like eyeball. He looks into the eyeball and says,
I know you are watching me. Look now upon the ruin of your army. Send more next time.
Squishes it in one hand and throws the thing to the ground. Blood and guts raining down over the cages in the prison. Inside these cages, varying different people who look like they were probably from the mortal realm, looking up, including Snotflap, who says,
Fuck yeah, go on, kill another one.
opens its mouth as some of the blood runs down.
Oh shit, that tastes like battery acid. What the fuck?
Grabbing at the side of the cages, Snotflap says,
Hey Larry, get me out. Get me out. I want to kill some of these things. I want to see how they all taste. Did you just fight a pig, by the way? Oh, I want to fucking eat one of those pigs. Bring me some of that pig.
Leary, stepping into the prison, says, I don't think even you would like the taste of those, Snotflap. Looking up again at Titivolus, Leary says, what on earth is going on?
A great war. The demons versus the devils. We are winning. As you can see.
Lowers himself down.
Now, back to business. That wasn't too difficult on you, I presume? Or do you need to rest?
Would you like to rest? Yes or no in the chat. I'll put up a thing, I guess. Long rest or short rest?
Long rest. Short rest.
Thank you so much for the subs. I appreciate it. I hope you've been enjoying the show. Venom back. Thank you for the 5 gift subs. Thank you. I know that you were also gifting a bunch of subs on Table Story on Friday. Unfortunately, they don't really count towards anything during the current show. But they do count towards keeping our channel alive. So I appreciate you for that. I know that it's nice when you actually sort of get something back for it. But if the understanding and the support is enough. I hate PayPal, yeah, fair. Then either way, you know, we appreciate it. Thank you very much. So don't think that we don't see the subs coming through as well. Danny, thank you for the 59-month resub. Do you get a wheel spin too? You do. I'm gonna do a long rest here. Leary says, I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting to have to fight anything of that size and stench. I think I shall take a short lie down.
Very well. You may lie down in the back room. I won't charge you for room and board this time.
I think because of the fact that Titivolus is secretly in love with Leary, I'm going to let you rest here. Now, originally, this was not going to be a thing that I was going to let you do with the prison. But you got so jammy last week and you managed to get him to sort of like fall in love with you or whatever. So I think he's going to let you just stay in the bedroom and long rest safely in hell. There was never going to be, I was like, man, I'm not going to let them long rest. I'm not going to let them short rest. It's going to be, it's got to be hell, you know, it's got to be awful. It can't just be easy. It can't just be fucking easy. Immediately make the fucking archdevil fall in love with you. You fuckers. Oh, Titivolus did have something for you in the fight. You're right. You're right, he did. Now, I believe last week I had... roll me a d20, chat. He's going to give you one of these items. one of these items that we got devil items and stuff. Maya's in the channel. He's sending me Severance memes. Did you make that, Maya? Are you still in here? I have a dark offering for you, chat, after this. Or do I? I don't know how to do this for you. Alright, what did you roll on the D20? Nothing? Everyone's left. Everyone's done. Should we just take that 6? You want to take that 6 or you want to keep rolling? A 6. Titivius says,
oh, and one last thing. A deal is a deal.
He takes from his side a war horn. He lifts it up and throws it to Lyri. Lyri holds a hand up and catches this thing. In his hand it seemed pretty small, but as Lyri catches it, it seems pretty big. Again, their size is pretty similar, but he is a little larger. And as Lyri grabs this thing and looks at it, it's a sort of weird, twisted, brass-looking horn with some sort of like black inscriptions that roll around the side. This is an Avonian war horn. When you blow this thing, it emits a deep guttural roar instead of a traditional note. And once per day, it will grant you advantage on your next intimidation check. The Avonian war horn. I'm going to say that you don't need to equip this to use it. It is a magic item, but I think you can just use this to give yourself advantage on your next intimidation check once a day. So just remember that you have that. Good luck. Lyri says, thank you very much, and heads inside. Now, do you want to do level up now? Yes or no? Or do you want to do it next week? I'll tell you why 4. Yes, I'll tell you why 4. We don't have a lot of time, is the reason. But if we do it now, we can update the D&D Beyond sheet, and then I can import that into Foundry, and we can switch to Foundry. I know that it's not a big deal to you whether we're using Foundry or not, but I think it will make my life a lot easier. I don't know about custom roles and stuff, but I think it should be fine. So let's do that level up now. I think level 4, is level 4 pretty easy for a fighter? I think it's just a thingy, isn't it? It might just be a it might just be an ability score improvement. Oh, you get martial versatility as well. Wait, what have we got? Oh, you can switch the martial fighting practice. Well, let's look at that then. Let's consider doing that. Also, what have we got? D&D XP levels. So the next level is 6,300 or 500? What does that say? 6,500. Wow, the jump is nuts. 6,500 for your next level up. Yeah, or a feat. That's true. You could take a feat, but I don't think I want to do that for you because everything takes too long already. So you get an ability score improvement, and you can switch your fighting martial archetype, whatever it is. Because you're going to take some sort of feat that makes my life unbelievably annoying, and I'm not doing it. Because this is streamlined. This isn't D&D 5e. It just looks a lot like it, but we're in an alternate reality. So you get 2 points to spend here. So what you want to be doing is making these even numbers. People who are not as well versed, but you have 2 points that you can spend anywhere here. So where would you like to spend the first point is the first question. I'll bring us back over to that screen in a second. Let me just fill this out. So, first ability point. Strength, dexterity, and I'll go over it as well actually, because not everyone knows what we're looking at. Constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. So you can put 1 point. You've got 2 of these to spend, one and then another one. Again, you can spend them in any of these. Now, predominantly, Lyri is using dexterity for attacks, both with bow and sword. Constitution will affect your HP and whether your ability to weather sort of strong physical effects. Your intelligence is -1, which I really need to play up more, I think. So you could put 2 points into intelligence, and that would bring that up to a 10, which would get rid of that -1 and make that a 0. So all of these checks where you're doing like history checks and arcana checks that you're failing would have a bit more of an offset. Wisdom is predominantly your ability to negate magical effects a lot of the time. You'll make wisdom saves to stop a lot of magical effects. The same with charisma, but obviously charisma has varying uses. Including a lot of these charisma checks that you've been making, such as intimidation and persuasion and things like that. Wisdom also affects things like perception in terms of your checks and survival and stuff. So you have 2 points to spend in any of these. So the first point, where would you like to spend it? Strength, dex, con, intelligence, wisdom, or charisma? Lyri isn't that smart, to be fair. You have made some very strange, questionable decisions. Maybe it's not intelligence like smartness. It's just that Lyri does every now and then is really weird. Because if you sort of if you were just watching a TV show of this, Lyri does every now and then does some insane shit because you people will just like vote for something absolutely mad. You know? Maybe Lyri's just a little crazy. I think that's like a lot of it, isn't it? So it's not necessarily that Lyri's like a below average intelligence. It's just that it just affects just she just will do bizarre things. Every now and then she licks an Amazon box, yeah. Or when they burn themselves in the tavern, yeah. Just bizarre things. All right, dexterity for the first point. Okay, so let's put that in here, bringing that up to an 18, which will take your dex from a 3 to a 4. So you now have a bonus to a lot of stuff. For example, this took your attack from a +5 with a rapier to a +6, and your attack with a bow from a +8 to a +9, which is nuts. But we could switch from archery, I think, in a minute, right? That's what we're going to look at next. Okay, so you've got another point to spend here. You can spend it anywhere you want. Where would you like to spend the second ability point? Strength, dex, con, int, whiz, charisma. Do we have another wheel spin? No, it was the wild magic, right? Am I crazy? Silent, thank you for the 500 bits, by the way. They do nothing here. I'm sorry, I'm not accounted for bits for anything, but I will take the money. And I will fucking run away with it. Thank you very much.
Please, Brad. Please. Please.
Looking like wisdom. It's a good idea. The game I tend to play is make everything look even. You kind of want to aim for even numbers in D&D most of the time. You can just like, obviously you can boost even numbers. You could have put 2 in another even number, but It's a good game to play, I think. Wisdom. Done. Turning that 11 into a 12, giving you a +1 to wisdom, boosting things like perception from a 4 to a 5, and giving you a slightly fairer chance at surviving some incoming magical attacks on wisdom saves. You have +1 to that now. Okay, so you're looking pretty good, to be honest. You have at level 4. I don't think you get any proficiency bonus stuff, no. So you have a 19 AC, which is nice, and that's coming from, you now have armor again. You've got the adamantite shield, and your own dex and stuff. You've got this boost to stats. So let's have a look here. Thank you, Anonymous, for the 2 subs. You get a martial versatility option. So which one was martial versatility? I get a list of these and we can bring them all up. Martial versatilities, which will allow you to change your fighting style, right? What is your fighting style? Do you even have a fighting style? Did we give you one? Yes, it's archery. Right. So let's have a look at these. Here is what we're looking at. You can switch this out if you would like. You can keep archery. What you currently have is archery. +2 bonus to attack rolls you make with ranged weapons. You could take blind fighting. You have blind sight with a range of 10 feet. Within that range, you can effectively see anything that isn't behind total cover, even if you're blinded or in darkness. Moreover, you can see an invisible creature within that range unless the creature successfully hides from you. You become Daredevil, 10 feet of Daredevil. You can take defense. While you're wearing armor, you gain a +1 bonus to AC. You could take dueling. When you're wielding a melee weapon in one hand and no other weapons, you gain a +2 bonus to damage rolls with that weapon. Great weapon fighting. When you roll a 1 or a 2 on a damage die for an attack you make with a melee weapon that you are wielding with 2 hands. Bear in mind, most weapons that you wield with 2 hands are heavy and use strength. You're using dex weapons. You can re-roll the die, must use a new roll. Interception. When a creature you can see hits a target other than you within 5 feet of you with an attack, you can use your reaction to reduce the damage. The target takes 1d10 plus your proficiency bonus to a minimum of 0 damage. You must be wielding a shield or a simple or martial weapon to use this reaction. Protection. When a creature you can see hits a target other than you within 5 feet, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll, but you must be wielding a shield. Superior technique. You learn 1 maneuver of your choice. Stricken. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing Battlemaster stuff. You can't learn that. Thrown weapon fighting. You can draw a weapon that has the thrown property as part of the attack you make with the weapon. Is this what Snotflap is doing? In addition, when you hit with a ranged attack using a thrown weapon, you gain +2 bonus to the damage roll. I don't understand what that does. You can draw a weapon that has the thrown property as a part of the attack you make with the weapon. Explain that to me. I've never read this one. What is TCE? Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. 2 weapon fighting. When you engage in 2 weapon fighting, you can add your ability modifier to the damage of the second attack. Unarmed fighting. Your unarmed strikes can deal bludgeoning damage equal to 1d6 plus your strength modifier on a hit. If you aren't wielding any weapons or a shield when you make the attack roll, the d6 becomes a d8. At the start of each of your turns, you can deal 1d4 bludgeoning damage to 1 creature grappled by you. Close quarters shooter. When making a ranged attack while you are within 5 feet of a hostile creature, you do not have disadvantage on the attack roll. Your ranged attacks ignore half cover and 3/4 cover against targets within 30 feet of you. You have a +1 bonus to attack rolls on ranged attacks. Dude, this is broken as shit. Is that why it's Unearthed Arcana? That seems strong as shit. I'll allow it. That's way stronger than archery. You already get the +1. Mariner. As long as you are not wearing heavy armor or using a shield, you have a swimming speed and a climbing speed equal to your normal speed, and you gain +1 bonus to armor class. Tunnel Fighter. As a bonus action, you can enter a defensive stance that lasts until your next turn. While in your defensive stance, you can make opportunity attacks without using your reaction, and you can use your reaction to make a melee attack against a creature that moves more than 5 feet while within your reach. That's also useful. I would say, from my perspective here, the strongest options for Lyri would be defense is always useful, and since you're playing solo for a lot of this, the more AC, the more defense you have, the better, you know. Dueling is also good, because you do a lot of fighting with a rapier and sword, so this will give you +2 damage, but +2 damage is going to scale off pretty hard here, because you're starting to get to higher levels. Great weapon fighting would be terrible. Interception, not great. Protection, not great. You sort of have Lance a lot if you want these. Thrown weapon fighting, I straight up don't understand. Usually you need an action to draw a weapon, so it's just, if it's a dagger, you can take it out for free. Alright, well, there's no point in doing that, because I wouldn't rule that anyway. 2 weapon fighting is just going to reduce your AC. Leave you vulnerable. Unarmed fighting would be interesting. I think there are times that it would be useful, but you don't use your strength modifier, so it's like, Close quarter shooter seems broken as shit, but again, when Lyri takes that shield off to use a bow, the bow is two-handed, your AC drops to 15 and goes back up to 19. The adamantite shield has completely transformed this game, I think. I don't even know how you guys got it, but you got it. So while Lyri is sort of an archer, you might want to consider doing away with the archery, and focusing more on being a sword and board fighter. You know, I would consider it if I was in your position. Mariner, when you're not wearing heavy armor or using a shield, which is never going to happen, you gain swimming speeds. It's like, fine, but whatever. And Tunnel Fighter seems useful as well. As a bonus action, you can enter a defensive stance. While in your defensive stance, you can make opportunity attacks using your reaction. A lot of the time, you are the single focus of all of the fighting, though. So, it's just sort of a downside of being the single player in the fight. Yeah, I would say there's a couple in there that are pretty useful and a couple that are not as useful. Let's add them into here. So the option is yours. This is your fighting style. Which one do you take? Do you keep archery? Do you take blind fighting? Daredevil. Do you take defense? +1 AC. Do you take dueling? Great weapon fighting. Interception. Protection. Thrown weapon fighting I think is irrelevant. Superior technique we're not doing. 2 weapon fighting. You could take another rapier and, you know, two light weapons. Unarmed fighting, give yourself the ability to do some pretty good damage with fists. Close quarter shooter. Mariner. And Tunnel Fighter. Those are your options. Away you go, guys. What do you want to do? What level did we get Gary to? I don't remember. That's the question I would ask you guys. What do you think, guys? What do you think for the level up? Are the UA ones in Foundry or they just gone completely? Who knows? We're all gonna find that out. I done fucked up. You voted for blind fighting? Which one did you want? I mean, I don't think he's going to swing it any other way anyway. We're going 3 for defense. There you go. I think I can do it for you. You're welcome. Nibiru is one of my beloved children. The rest of you can fuck off. I want to change my vote as well. I can only do that once. Defense. I think this is a good idea. I'll be honest with you. As much as I do think close quarter shooter would be absolutely sick and useful, I think you're going to benefit better from the ability. With defense, you benefit from an additional AC, whether you're using the bow or whether you're using the shield. So you can still switch between the two. Having the +2 bonus to attack rolls with the ranged weapons is nice, but I think we've learned a good lesson here, and it is that Lyri needs more AC. So the fighting style is now defense. +1 AC when wearing armor, which you are, which you weren't up until this point. The fighting style of archery is gone, which means we take off the bonus 2, right? That's this one. Yep. Bonus 2 in there. I know we're gonna switch to Foundry, but we're gonna see anyway. And we give you a global defense modifier, just in case I don't have time to Foundry it up this week. I'd love to do it right now, but I don't know if I... Problem is some of the stuff that I would end up showing you on Foundry might be a spoiler for the beginning of side quests, so we have to hold out for another week or two before I can really just be like, it doesn't matter what you see anymore. And then we have a global defense modifier. There we go. So you have +1 AC from defense, which means you have 20 AC right now, which is pretty cool. That's pretty insane for level 4. The bow got broken. Oh yeah. What happened here? Damage 1d8, right? Why is it doing that? 1d8. Yeah. This is a +1 bow though, isn't it? Didn't I say the Elven Longbow is a +1 bow? Is it damage or to hit? Was it both? I'll give it both. There you go. You still have a +7 to hit with the bow. Oh, why does this keep doing this? Oh, that's annoying. Alright. Now, let's see if we can do this on D&D Beyond. D&D Beyond. Oh, cool. Just fucking stopped. Great. D&D Beyond. Let's have a look real quick at the characters. Let us have a look at the characters. We have 2 characters in here. For some reason I have Dodo. I think I made Dodo in here and imported him in. We want to have a look at Lyri. Let's see if we can do this. If I get this correct here, I should just be able to import Lyri in. And we'll be able to keep everything correct. Oh yeah, you get HP, so let's roll that as well. +8 HP, so you're at 28 already. So that is 36, is that right? Am I dumb? Yeah, 36 HP. So, how do I do this then? how do I, oh, how do I live without Snotflap? There'd be no sun in my sky. The Builder? How do I adjust? I've never used D&D Beyond. The only time I've ever used D&D Beyond was when we made this character and when I made Dodo, but I've never used it after that, so I don't know how to actually adjust this and level her up. Is it Builder? Someone who's used D&D Beyond, teach me. Where's Maya when you need him? Maya. It is the anvil. Alright, here we go. Level 4. Level up. Core fighter traits were athletics. Fighting style is now defense. Second wind exists. Weapon mastery is the rapier, the longbow, and the whip. We have action surge. You have tactical mind. When you fail an ability check, you can expend a use of your second wind to push yourself towards success. Rather than regaining hit points, you roll 1d10 and add the number rolled to the ability check, potentially turning it into a success. If the check still fails, this use of second wind isn't expended. That's fucking sick. There's no way we'll remember how to do it, so you probably don't actually have that. But it makes me want to play a fighter now even more. Dude, I love fighters in D&D. I know everyone's like, it's so boring. You should play a fucking druid. You should play a wizard. Dude, I love fighters. I love it. Fighter subclass is champion, which means you get crits on a 19 and a 20. Improved critical, your attack rolls with weapons and unarmed strikes can score critical on a 19 or a 20. Remarkable athlete, thanks to your athleticism, you have advantage on initiative rolls and strength checks. You have advantage on initiative rolls. Hopefully Foundry will do that for you. Oh no, just remember that. Remember that, chat. Advantage on initiative means take the higher of the two first rolls that come up. Remember it, put it into your brain, go. Because I will not remember that ever from this point on. You also have advantage on athletics checks. Remember it? I'll allow it, goes into your brain. If you don't do it, if one of you, where's the actually people? If you don't remember it, then, and I mean, you got to be on it quick. Because of the delay between you and me and the fact that I will not remember this, you gotta be fucking... In addition, immediately after you score a crit, you can move up to half your speed without provoking opportunity attacks. No way we're remembering that. Weapon mastery. You can have another weapon mastery. What do you want? What weapon mastery? What have you been using? Quarterstaff. A semi-automatic pistol. Club, blowgun, dart. The dagger, maybe? You want the dagger? I'm just trying to think what you have. You've got a bone dagger and you've got a great club. You want one of those? Great club gives you push. And the dagger gives you nick. What is nick? When you make the extra attack of the light property, you can make it as part of the attack action instead of a bonus action. You can make this extra attack only once per turn. Okay, and then the great club, if you hit a creature with a great club, you can push the creature up to 10 feet straight away from yourself if it is large or smaller. Alright, you can have one of those too. Dagger or great club proficiency. I like both of them for different reasons. Dagger is like, oh, you just do more damage. The great club is the best scene in my head. You know, just Lyri with a fucking giant caveman club spanking something off of a bridge. So really, you can do an extra attack with a dagger. I'm going to add that because I feel like you need more stuff to do on your bonus actions. Let me add bonus action. And main action. The main attraction. By Jeremy Renner. So your bonus actions are Second Wind. And then light attack. With the dagger. I think you should be doing those. Anything that makes Lyri seem cooler. Dagger. Okay, we can do that. So, dagger. Which gives you this ability, which to be honest, we can just get round to. Okay, cool. So you've also mastered the weapon of the dagger. And the ability score improvement was Dex and Whiz. Everything else is good. Savage Attacker. Once per turn when you hit a target with the weapon, you can roll the weapon's damage twice. And roll either. Okay. You are an Aasimar. These are your scores. Are they correct? Let's have a look. 12, 18, 14, 8, 12, and 16. Yep. Is your equipment. And we're good. View character sheet. So this should be correct now. Let's have a look actually. So you have the cloak and stuff, but it doesn't matter too much. Let's just check that you've got the right things. Athletics, intimidation, perception, and survival are your skills. And then we need to give you more HP. Oh fuck, where do I do that? Manage HP. Is it that? Is it 32? No, be more. Should be on 36. Okay. Yeah. 36. Now, what I'm hoping is by switching to Foundry, I won't have to remember as much stuff, like all this kind of stuff, like Necrotic and Radiant, you know, you have resistance to and things. I'm also hoping it will come up and show me. If I can get it working, there is a mod that sort of lets me turn the thing into a okay, we're balling. Let me see if I can just do it now. Let me see if I can do it now. We didn't have a wheel spin or anything. Did I miss one? 7 more will spin the wheel in time for next week. Otherwise, let me see if I can quickly make a new game and just take a quick look at importing this thing. Where do I even make a new game? I've only ever made one. Create a new game, Scary. This is scary. This is very scary for me. Thanks, Shadow. Create a new game, please. Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, please. World name. Do we have a world name? I think that is just the game name. Which plays season 2? How to create game. Game manager feature is disabled for your account. What do you mean? I'm the only account. Enable game management. Absolutely beyond terrifying. It's so scary, by the way. I can't show you anything that I'm doing on the screen right now because it will probably spoil some stuff as side quests, but it is absolutely fucking terrifying what I am doing right now. Nice picture of hell for you. Alright, Twitch plays season 2. Let's see if this works. Hey. Very nice. For that golden kappa. Thanks, Shadow. Thanks, Gabe. Now let's see if I can launch this bad boy. So I think I need to completely reconfigure this whole overlay as well. I think we probably get rid of the dice rolling thing and just make it bigger. Probably that wants to go like that. Let me turn on some of these modules. Because we need the importer. We'll see if we can build some of this here. It's going to be crazy because I'm going to have to port everything over from Roll20, like our map and everything, when we get back to the mortal realm, but have a look here. I need to bring that over here. Because with combat, you sort of pop it out here. So we probably need that to come down actually a bit further. Quite hard to do because I've got it it's quite small.
We know, bud. We know it's small, brother. We can tell by your personality, boy. We know we can tell by your personality, boy. I think we can fucking tell.
I think it's going to have to look like this, to be honest. Know any other way to do it? So, how do we create actor? This will be Lyri. I'm gonna have to make all of them, aren't I? This is pretty advanced, by the way. I don't know how to do this. How do I import? Actually. Yeah. Whole thing. Hold on, I don't trust this. Not to dox me. Somehow. Hi, Janitor Sam. Thank you for the cold hard cash, my friend. So the Forge is a bit different to Roll20. Roll20 is very good for drag and drop, and we're going. Foundry is like it's literally like setting up a Minecraft. Hey, look, that looks like it worked. Modded Minecraft thing. So you actually have 2,710 XP. But that looks correct, doesn't it? Stats look correct. AC. Okay, we have to do that actually. We've got to give you some items, haven't we? I wonder if there is an adamantite shield in here. What are the odds?
Shield. Shield. A shield.
Alright, so we've got some adjustments to make. We have an AC override thing. Don't know how to do that. And we have expertise in some of these, right? What is that doing? Special values. Is this what we need? These are just proficiencies. Now you have proficiency in what? What do you have expertise in? Perception and stealth. Oh, here we go. Expertise. Oh, it is the circle with the dot. And stealth. But how do I give you a... have to be a magic shield. It's accounted for your second wind, your action surge, the tactical mind, the defense is there. That's good, but... So I don't really know how to use this as well as Roll20 yet, because I've been doing it for a bit. Let's see if I can figure it out. Where is the shield? Do you not have one? What happens if I drag a shield in? And then there we go. This is what we do. It's an adamantite shield. Oh, but your AC didn't change. Is it equipped? There we go. Oh, 21. What did I do wrong? Your AC is too high. Is the adamantite shield not a +4? What is it? What is the adamantite shield? A +3? Oh, you have studded leather armor. I see. There we go. Okay. Now I think we're good. I think that's correct, isn't it? Have a look at the 3D dice settings. Can't be using that. What do we got? Some blue ones. Astral Sea. Blue. Blue. What do we have? Air. Nope. Cold. A fiery set for hell. Yeah, all of this needs to be adjusted, but for now, that was the bit that I wanted to get done. The rest should be pretty easy. I mean, making Snot Flat will be quite hard to do, I think, as well. But once it's rolling, I think it's going to be much easier. I think it's going to be much easier. I do. Alright, we're leveled up. And you didn't pick a quest. Which is great, because it means that exactly what I wanted to do and have this be a side quest.
Side quest!
For those that are watching on YouTube. Remind me at the beginning of next week that people watching on YouTube didn't see this, so I can sum it up for them. A bit shorter than I was going to stream, but I am very tired, so maybe I'll go and eat some food. And maybe I can use this time. Do you mind if I go and use this time to do some studying for my fucking upcoming exam that I've not done any studying for? I would love to do it on stream, by the way, but I honestly think you people would ruin it. I think you'd ruin the whole thing for me and it would just fucking spaz me out. Because I genuinely think I could do this on stream and it would be interesting. We ruin many things. Well, not you guys specifically, but, you know, the people that just wander in and say dickish shit and leave. I just don't think I can be fucked with it. It'll discombobulate my brain too much. Right, what's the schedule then? What are we doing? Monday, Minecraft. Tuesday. Oh, I installed or I purchased or... I think. Let me have a quick check. Let me boot up Steam. Euro Truck Simulator. I bought some of the DLCs for it. I don't know if it was a good idea or not. We're going to play that. That sound fun? Probably not. There's a whole section of people in this chat room who are not being catered to at the moment. So I'm trying to cater to those boys. It'd be hilarious. Or I'll find something between now and then to play instead. And then we're doing Spider-Man this week as well. Bunch of new games on a week where I am by far busier than I will be. This will be one of my busiest weeks of the year, I think. I'm actually impressed that I haven't gone already crazy. It's very possible that I'll have to take a couple days off here and there just to... I might do what PB does where she does the work along stream, but I just think it'll be shit compared to the way she does it. So I might just make PB stream my stream for me. And have her do a work along on my stream with a wheel spin. So yeah, I don't know. So yeah, this week and gearing up for
side quest.
It might be a bit of a longer sitch. It might be that my stream, I might have to take a day off here and there. I'll probably be off on Friday. I do actually have an exam and it is at 12:30. So it probably will be finished by the time. I probably could make it back to stream in time, but I might be an insane person, so I'm thinking it'll probably be a day off. I'll try and gear up for Don't Die. Alright, next week we'll probably do this in Foundry unless I don't find any time at all to be able to sit and fuck with it and try and rebuild everything, because I have to rebuild the whole thing in Foundry. But since we're in Hell, it's a lot less work, because I only have to rebuild the part of this game that is Hell, and then sort of just figure out how to do like your magic items hotbar. And I'm kind of thinking it might be possible that we can actually just build it in Foundry. Yeah, I don't know, man. All right, well, if you enjoy D&D, well, guess what? I got a brand new D&D show starting on Table Story in 1 week.
Oh, really, bro? What's that about?
Roll that motherfucking trailer, Shadow. Huh? What do you mean it's not running? Jesus Christ, what if I'd pulled my dick out? Run the trailer, Shadow. You just press the big red button. The big red button. What? You don't know colors? Okay. The one to the left. Yeah. That one. God damn it. God motherfucking damn it. God. Damn.
In a world where one hero must fight every known god, a deranged demigod, and the entire corrupt empire itself. Sword and shield ready, and spellbook filled, our hero sets out to free this land from...
No, we're actually not doing that for this one. Sorry.
Manhattan, 2088. They put a chip in my brain. God damn it! Neurosyn Industries. They've taken everything from me. They're even trying to take me from me. I won't let them! No matter what it takes, I'll take them down. I'll take down every damn corpo in this godforsaken...
Nope. That's not what this show is either.
There is a darkness inside of me, clawing to get out. I sold my soul. At first I didn't even notice, but with every passing day, the demon takes more from me. The darkness spreading through me like a disease.
Trying not to make this show too dark, to be honest.
What is left of my world? This crumbling wasteland, filled with the undead. It's been 100 years since the calamity.
It's just normal D&D. That's all. Just normal, basic D&D. We've never really done just a normal homebrew sandbox D&D campaign. You're not fighting God, you're not teleporting to Manhattan, an all-powerful demon isn't chasing you, and it's not the end of the world. You're probably not even going to get to the main quest. It's just gonna be,
Side quest!
April 1st. Not a meme, just literally how scheduling landed. If that sounds interesting to you, okay, well that's fucking, why does that stop? If that sounds interesting to you, I'll see you then. I'll see you then for that one. If you liked this, what we did today, you know, in general, in theory, you will love SideQuest because it's a lot closer to this Sunday show than something else that I've previously run. Almost everything that I've ever run, apart from maybe Oracle's Rest, which none of you saw because it wasn't my show. So, yeah, we'll see, man. Lots of quests, lots of side questing. Clues in the trailer to the characters that the players will be playing. I don't know if anyone's guessed any correctly yet. And that'll be on Table Story in a week or so. If you like D&D or you like TTRPGs, then Table Story is the place to go and watch those. Including tonight, there is a show called Deathless, which is starting in a couple of hours. 2-ish hours, 2 hours from now. 2 hours, 12 minutes. I'll see you there for that one. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. We'll do some more Minecraft. Next Sunday, we'll do some more D&D where you can play. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for the subs. I appreciate it. For real. This was actually really fun. Just completely random encounters from the wheel. See you next week. Peace. Bye.